Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Dr. Makhan Sekia's Talk on Foreign Affairs. Today we are going to talk about Irish poet, playwright and writer Oscar Wilde. I will be basically talking about his most famous quotes. He had influenced all of us by giving one of the best quotes that is applicable to, in fact, each and every moment of our life. The playwright and poet of Victorian period who influenced all of us around the world. Let's have a look at him. Before I go to his quotes, I'll be telling a brief biography of him. He was born on 16 October 1854 as Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wills Wilde in Dublin, Ireland. His father, William Wilde, was a doctor, and mother, Jane Franska Elgie, was a poet who influenced him to a great extent. He married Constance Lloyd in 1884 and she died in 1898. They had two children, Cyril Holland and Vivian Holland. Oscar Wilde graduated from Oxford University, London. He was an Irish poet and dramatist. He is best known for his plays, his novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, published in 1890. His best and most well-known play is The Importance of Being Honest, which was published in 1895. He was a spokesman for aestheticism. He was one of the best-known personalities of his time, who was famous for his impressive conversational skills and showy dressing. He spent 2 years from 1895 to 97 in jail in a defamation case. In the last year of his prison term, that is 1897, he wrote De Profundis, a long letter that discusses his spiritual journey. In 1898, he wrote his last work called The Ballad of Redingall. He died on 30th November 1900 at the age of 46 in Paris, France. He left all of us very early. And I'm giving here his signature, very beautiful signature. You can always have a look at this slide. Now, his best known prose, Quarter Day, The Picture of Dorian Gray, 1890, Lord Arthur Saville's Crime, 1891, The Portrait of Mr. W.H., 1904, The Happy Prince and Other Tales, A House of Pomegranates, The Canterville Ghost, The Sphinx Without a Secret, The Model Millionaire. His plays Lady Windermere's Fan, 1892, Salome, 1894, A Woman of No Importance, published in 1893, An Ideal Husband, published in 1895, The Importance of Being Honest, 1895, Marianne Dargian's, and now I'm coming to one of his best poems, The Ballad of Redingall, published in 1898, Les Ballons, Charmides, De Profundis, The Harlot's House, Hellas, Impression do Martin, Pan Jabal Villanelle, The Sphinx, Symphony in Yellow. You know, he used to write in three languages, English, French, and, Greek. So these are different kinds of writings published in all these three languages. Now, I am coming back to his famous quotes. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. There is only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people whom we personally dislike. He has no enemies, but is intensely disliked by his friends. The world is a stage, but the play is badly cast. There are only two tragedies in life. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. Men marry because they are tired, women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. Next, success is a science. If you have the conditions, you get the result. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. No man is rich enough to buy back his past. By giving us the opinions of the uneducated, journalism keeps us in touch with the ignorance of the community. Children begin by loving their parents. After a time, they judge them. Rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. True friends stab you in the front. Ambition is the last refuge of the failure. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. Women are made to be loved, not understood. It is through art and through art only that we can realize our perfection. It is better to be beautiful than to be good, but it is better to be good than to be ugly. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. Everything popular is wrong. I have the simplest tests. I am always satisfied with the best. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. I always pass on good advice. It is the only thing to do with it. It is never of any use to oneself. Experience is one thing you cannot get for nothing. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth. A man can be happy with any woman as long as he does not love her. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That is his tragedy. Thank you, friends, for watching my videos. My only request to you is that please share, subscribe, and like the videos. I'll be bringing you these kind of inspirational quotes and messages to you quite often. Once again, thank you and bye bye.